Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
On the handoff, it's Geis.
Shut down. It's the shutdown, baby. Yeah.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. They'll hand it down to Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. Knocks him over and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Team 6.
2nd and 5. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
90, Wolf. Stay with your man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The run there on 1st down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And on this offensive unit, one guy that's proven himself early in the NFL is Eric Ebron.
A very reliable target for a quarterback. They always love tight ends because they're right in their sight lines. If you get it to this guy, though, he can take it the distance.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here. Time to check the defensive starters here for Kansas City. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They fake the handoff. Now Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A look at the numbers for Geis a week ago. 21 carries, 135 yards. Big game. 2nd and 3.
Well, we know they clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Off play action. Culver. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Buda Baker with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
52 is the mic.
On 3rd down, Culver looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Geis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. got to tell you, I'm shocked. When I realized they were running the football at fourth in that distance, I thought that was a surefire throw.
I can hear it in your voice because I'm the exact same way. No one runs the football in this situation, right? You've got to throw it to have a chance unless you're them. Talking about supreme confidence bordering on arrogance, and they got it done, keeping the ball on the ground to pick up the first down.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Back to throw. Culver. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown.
Let's go, touchdowns, baby.
Tyreek Hill, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this touchback. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they try the right side here. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 36, Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Murray. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And McManus able to put it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Attack, attack. Hey, watch the ball. Where's 52? Watch 52.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The final shot before break. Culver. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll get started out in Denver. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. Drew Lock, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, let's go to Carson to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. Derek Carr lighting it up. 3 touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they have the lead over the visiting Buccaneers as that game has gone to halftime. Russell Wilson has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Thompson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw. Culver. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Chiefs.
SOS.
On first down, Thompson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Out of the gun, Geis. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, orbit.
Back to throw. Culver. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
I know he ain't got it.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Murray now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check the backer.
Throwing again, Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
52 is the mic right here.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Culver. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
They come out here in the eye.
15 line. Coming to you, coming to you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Darwin Thompson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Ebron caught left side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Hey, wahoo! 52, Mike 52.
New Mike 52, Mike 52.
On 1st and 10, Culver, he's going to wind up in air. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take.
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take